What up, gang? Welcome to another reaction video. Appreciate you coming through. I'm your boy Ink. This Tag Gang, baby. Yeah. Today we got Crimes of the Week 1421. So this is from a couple weeks ago, but this is new to me, so hopefully it's new to y'all. Without further ado, let's get into the video and see what they got boiling.
Hey everyone, Nigel and Luke here, and welcome to another edition of Crimes of the Week.
Chicago shooting. These at least 4 dead.
A deadly shooting spree in Illinois on Saturday has left at least 4 people dead and several others critically injured. According to reports, the incident began in Chicago shortly before 2 p.m. when 32-year-old Jason Nightingale entered a Southside parking garage and shot and killed a man sitting in his car. He then entered a nearby apartment building where he killed a security guard and critically wounded a 77-year-old woman.
Ooh,
after holding up an
lady.
acquaintance at gunpoint, he was able to obtain a vehicle, which he drove to a convenience store. Once there, he shot and killed a 20-year-old man and critically injured another elderly woman. During this time, it is believed he also shot a 15-year-old girl in the head who was riding in the car with her mother.
Wait, so hold on. This guy, first he shot a random person, or maybe 20-something. Then he shot an elderly woman, went to a convenience store, shot a security guard and another elderly woman. At this point, you got to wonder, like, what's his reasoning behind this? Because his demographics is so vast, it's so far apart. It's like his targets are, he got to be targeting random people.
The teenager is still in critical condition. The shooting spree continued in the city of Evanston just after 5:30 p.m., first inside a CVS drugstore and then in a nearby IHOP.
Wow.
At least one more person is believed to have died as a result of these shootings. Nightingale was confronted in the CVS parking lot shortly afterwards, where he was shot and killed by police.
Oh, yeah. Shot and killed by police. Best believe these stories either end up one way. Either the shooter ends up in a box, or somehow, some way he miraculously doesn't get shot by the cops, and you know he's doing 25 to motherfucking life. Ain't no coming back from that.
According to reports, Nightingale posted a series of bizarre videos to his Facebook page leading up to the shooting.
He looks off.
In one, he appeared to dance to the Bee Gees song Stayin' Alive while laughing.
Wow.
A relative who was interviewed after the shooting said that Nightingale was, quote, fighting some demons.
Staying alive. That's crazy. He's wilding on here.
On Sunday, Memphis police announced that a member of their own department had been arrested for the kidnapping and murder of a 30-year-old man named Robert Howard.
Wow. Memphis police announced that one of their own members, oh my gosh.
Howard had last been seen at his home on Tuesday and was reported missing by his girlfriend the next day.
Wow.
She was able to track down Howard's cell phone near the side of the road, but was unable to locate him. According to Memphis police, Officer Patrick Ferguson forced Howard into the back of his squad car and drove him a short distance before he shot him to death. Internet searches for cleaning up crime scenes and destroying...
Nah, that's deeper than rap, bro. If a police officer is willing to kill you on duty, bro, something that these guys must have known each other from they were kids or something, or there's some dirty damn business going on behind the scenes, guaranteed, bro.
DNA evidence were found on Ferguson's phone, and it was also discovered that he had purchased several items meant to help him hide evidence.
Wow.
Shockingly, the crime took place while the officer was on duty.
On
Ferguson has been
duty,
charged
see?
with first-degree murder and perpetration of aggravated kidnapping, especially aggravated kidnapping, abuse of a corpse, and tampering with or fabricating evidence.
Yo, I don't give a damn, bro. And this cop better not beat this charge, but the possibility of him getting convicted is still high. But you know why? Not just because he's a cop, because he's a black man.
A second man, 28-year-old Joshua Rogers, was also arrested in the case.
Wow.
Rogers allegedly helped Ferguson relocate the
He
victim's
looks like
body.
he's stoned, bro. What the fuck? Man gets out of prison in time to fake for free flights.
On Wednesday, a Houston man was sentenced to 30 months in prison for his part in an elaborate fraud operation that involved obtaining free air travel from Spirit Airlines.
Okay.
According to reports, 32-year-old Hubbard Bell used his knowledge as an ex-employee of Mesa Airlines to pull off the scheme. The company gives its employees free tickets for Spirit Airlines flights as a perk. Bell and his accomplices perpetrated the fraud by selling stolen information from Mesa employees, as well as manufacturing fake employee identification badges, which would allow people to book free flights. The operation reportedly led to more than 1,900 free flights for people who were not Mesa employees.
What did he get out of that?
In addition to the federal prison time, Hubbard was also ordered to
In
pay
addition to the
$150,000
federal prison time. Yo, these people, they not playing, bro.
in restitution to Spirit Airlines for the crime, the estimated financial damage done to the airline. 5 others charged in the crime have so far pled not guilty and are expected to go to trial in April.
For the man arrested. See what this
A
guy
bizarre case came out of Florida this week when 2 Polk County men were arrested for stealing human remains from a cemetery in Mount Dora.
What?
Lake County police say that 43-year-old Brian Tolentino and 39-year-old Juan Lopez have been charged with 4 counts of disturbing the contents of a grave and 4 counts of abuse of a dead human body.
What?
According to reports, the men raided 4 tombs at the Edgewood Cemetery in December,
For
taking
what?
the human remains with them. 3 of the 4 graves allegedly belonged to deceased veterans. Making the incident even stranger, detectives say that they found evidence that rituals had been carried out in the tombs. DNA evidence left behind on several cigars found at the scene led police to Tolentino, who named Lopez
Rituals.
as his accomplice. When
Wow.
police searched the men's
These guys-
homes, they found skulls, a hand, and several other larger bones.
They're just disturbed, bro. Either that or they knew the deceased. YouTube wants to pay their bills. Let them pay their bills real
It's
quick.
giving me a business. This is not just a product, but it's an
Shut up.
The manhunt in a disturbing murder case came to a violent end this Saturday when the 46-year-old suspect Herbert Nixon Flores shot himself while being pursued by
Arlington,
police.
Texas.
An FBI fugitive task force from Los Angeles had been trying to capture Flores since Wednesday, when he was caught on surveillance video murdering his ex-girlfriend in the neighborhood of Paicoma. In the
Wow.
video, 35-year-old Karen Ruiz can
Ooh,
be
she's
seen getting out
pretty.
of her vehicle and running towards her home, screaming for help.
Aw, she's so pretty. But don't let the pretty face fool you, fellas. She could be the root of all evil. You never know.
As another vehicle pulls up on her driveway. Flores appears and chases after Ruiz, firing several shots from a semi-automatic handgun. Ruiz died at the scene. The entire incident allegedly unfolded in
tough.
front of her 3-year-old daughter. After Flores
Wow,
fled the
in
scene,
front of her
his group
daughter.
managed to remain on the run for several days.
They said he shot her in front of her daughter. That is fucking traumatic, yo. That little kid is traumatized for her. It's gonna be traumatized for the rest of her life. Like, how could... I don't give a damn, bro. At some point when she grows up, 3 years old, you're old enough to remember what you seen, bro. You're definitely old enough to remember what you seen.
By hiding out with family in Irving, Texas. He committed suicide with a handgun as officers were closing in on him.
Killed himself. Wow, that ain't too surprising. 10K dog. Woman charged for stealing a 10K dog.
A woman in Texas
Of course
was
she's
charged with
black.
aggravated robbery with a deadly weapon this week, following a bizarre incident in November where she allegedly stole a $10,000 bulldog from a Houston
Okay.
area pet shop. 21-year-old Roshana King reportedly snatched the dog from Bully Camp, a family-owned specialty pet store, before jumping into a vehicle
Bully
with an
Camp.
unidentified driver. An employee who attempted to chase King ended up clinging to the hood of the vehicle for dear life after the driver tried to run her over. The driver then sped for more than a mile before pulling over and throwing the employee to the ground in the middle of traffic. As a bizarre final act, King and her accomplice allegedly stole the employee's necklace before taking off. King is now in police custody, and her
Damn.
bail has been set at
She
$50,000.
threw off the car, bro. Yo, she's ruthless. She was really trying to make a smooth getaway, but it ain't even smooth enough.
On Thursday, UFC bantamweight Erwin Rivera was arrested by Boynton Beach police after allegedly stabbing his 22 and 33-year-old sisters.
A
After
UFC
responding to
fighter.
a call to the residence, officers discovered the younger sister was stabbed wounds to her
Wow,
back.
that's his sisters, bro. A lot of athletes that play full contact sports, bro, they suffer from like mental disorders, because like getting hit in the head a lot of the times, like even when it comes to football, a couple years back, I know y'all heard like some football player, there was a football player that killed his whole family, bro. And they're basically saying he had like a mental issue because of all the hard blows he used to suffer on the field, bro. That is so sad, bro. But this is nuts. He stabbed both his sisters.
Head and arm.
Wow.
The older sister had meanwhile suffered wounds to her face, back, arms, and hands, and had 2 collapsed lungs. According to reports, one of the women is stable while the other remains in critical condition. When police eventually caught up with Rivera, he told them that he had carried out the attacks because he was told to by a higher power.
By a higher power.
He is currently being held without bond
He's
at the
nuts.
Palm Beach County Jail and now faces 2 counts of attempted murder.
He lost it a long time ago. Colorado man charged in case. Oh, human remains.
Last week, we brought you the story of a suspected homicide in Colorado, where human remains belonging to a single victim had been found in 2 large suitcases in southwest Denver. This week, it was reported that an arrest had been made in connection with the case, when police announced that 28-year-old Benjamin David Satterthwaite had been taken into custody. Satterthwaite now faces murder charges and is currently being held without bail. Police have not said what led them to the suspect, and the identity of the victim still remains a mystery at this time.
Damn. God damn, YouTube, how much bills you finna pay?
Today. What would you
Get up out of here.
pay 2 years off the mortgage?
It's really not that deep.
That's it for this edition of Crimes of the Week. If you enjoyed our video, don't forget to
All
like
right,
and subscribe
chat.
to Crime Zone for more true crime.
What? I appreciate that, man. That's crazy. Let me know in the comments what y'all think. Y'all think, like, are y'all surprised by all of this crazy shit going on at the start of the year? Or is it just something regular? Like, is this just normal? Because, you know, the times we live in now. Like, let me know in the comments below. And if there's anything else that y'all want me to cover, any unsolved mysteries, any sports issues, hit me up in the comments. Please leave a like and subscribe to the channel as it helps with the algorithm. It's your boy Ink, baby. Let's get it.